We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York.
Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Allen going to go to the air right away. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State.
So the completion results there in not.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Here's Allen to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 78 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's caught. Cooper. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Here's Allen. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Defense.
Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Allen going to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 14-yard line.
Allen to throw once more. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Cook. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
Yeah, it's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand him up.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. To the air, Allen. Touchdown, Bills! Amari Cooper.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Jets to take over. Led at quarterback by a man back to full health in season number 20 now, and his second one in New York, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
We saw something last week you don't see very often. Team loses, but the quarterback, the trigger man, Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. That's pretty impressive.
You rarely see that. Of course, don't worry, folks. He said the obligatory, I would have traded that for a victory any day of the week.
Yeah, no doubt about it, but still, he must have played awfully well to win it when his team lost.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers.
Here's back-to-back catches for Devontae Adams.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Jets had 4 and 11 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 42.
They'll give to Hall.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game.
11 carries, 52 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. To throw is Rodgers.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
Second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Hall.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Hall again.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. They'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal.
They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Now Allen.
And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. Down the left sideline.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Amari Cooper with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jets offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Escapes the sack. Fighting him off. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
On fourth down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
The Bills offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback.
From the gun, it's Allen. Coleman has it here right side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To throw, it's Allen. It's caught by Coleman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
10 yards on the play. That's another Bills first down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Complete to Dalton Kincaid. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Now Allen again.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Option play. Here's Cook. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
In motion, the tight end. Throwing now is Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And complete right side to Cook. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal.
From the left hash, this from 39.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
The ball under 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Rodgers now to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he goes out right around the 39. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. 2nd and 6.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Going to look deep for Wilson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall from 4 yards out.
And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits.
On play action, Allen completes it to Coleman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the 36-yard line.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Ball again on second down.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
That's complete. It's Malachi Corley.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down. They'll run with Hall.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Rodgers going to throw.
That's caught left side. Ruckert with it.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's complete to Adams. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Now Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers to throw once more. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 6 yards away.
And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Coleman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll give to Cook on the read option.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. On the counter, it's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up third down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
In motion goes the tight end. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Throwing now is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Allen.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Hall on to give up the middle.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now 2nd and 3. Straight ahead is Hall.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Here's a give to Hall, down to about the 23.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hall again on 2nd down.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run with Hall. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here now, 2nd and goal. They'll go again with Hall. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. From the 5, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it here with Hall. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
So here now is Anders Carlson in a really big spot.
This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Here's Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's out of bounds to stop the clock. He gets a first, but just 10 seconds remaining. Throwing, Allen.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So for the Jets,
they get a 5th win to move to 5-11 with one game remaining.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.